Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's time for our favorite segment. Are we ready for this?
What the hell is wrong with people? I was telling you that I was interested in buying air tags for travel because, I was hearing this is a good way to make sure if your luggage is lost.
Linda doesn't do carry-on. Linda needs luggage.
No, I did carry on to
No, but
Vernon.
you're like, I don't want to. Oh, to
First
Vernon
time.
for the weekend.
Well, I'm
You're
not
going
going
to
to do carry on
Hawaii.
for 2 weeks or whatever. No. However, so I bought air tags, haven't used them,
smart.
sitting by my computer,
Yeah.
and then I saw this brilliant story about Oscar-nominated documentarian who just needed his Apple AirTags. So he tweeted out this delicious story about the fact that he was on his way to an assignment, and when he got there, he discovered that some of his camera gear was gone, and oh wait, I have Apple AirTags hidden in it. And when he checked where they were, well, there they are, just a few miles away from the airport. Now, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, where you call out United saying your employees stole my stuff.
And shows their exact location.
However, that's where the Apple AirTag was showing that his stolen stuff was. So if you happen to be an airport employee who's stolen things, and we've heard a lot of stories about that, not sure if that's what happened in this case, then good on ya for getting called out when somebody goes ding dong and it's the police and the Apple AirTag is showing your things.
What the hell is wrong with people going through other people's luggage and stealing their luggage?
don't
Come
know.
on, guys. What the
No.
hell?
It's
I mean it. Don't
bad
do it.
news.
Don't
and
do
you're gonna
it.
end up on a TV show.
Right? Also, P.S. and by the way, the people who, in a fireworks ban over Halloween, set up all the fireworks, kept my dogs shaken. Handsome Brad, your dogs were shaken. You had the rescue remedy. We're like dosing our dog. Look at this,
This is
Rebecca
Rebecca
Bretter.
Bretter. She's
Aw,
an
look
animal
at-
law lawyer. That's her pup.
Look at how stressed that dog is.
Freaked out. You said your dog, one of my favorites.
You love your Scouter.
Yeah, he was
Look at
pretty freaked
Calvin
out.
was trying to be his therapy dog there. My little
Aw.
Yorkie was like, it's okay,
Scout's
Scout.
the little guy in the front with the
Yeah.
black and the white.
Little old man face. He is
Old
a
man
rescue dog
face.
from the mean streets of LA. He was so
Scout.
scared. We had him wrapped in that blanket and holding him. He was shaking and drooling and just like, I thought he might like have a seizure. It was so bad. Like, people, come on with the fireworks. Like,
Enough
come on.
already. Enough already. But this is really,
Are we showing this now?
yeah, dog
Okay, I'm not
related.
gonna
but,
look,
okay,
I
I'm going to
can't.
do a warning before we show this. 'cause
I can't
it's
look. So if you love dogs like I love dogs, do
kind of
this.
scary stuff. This is a taxidermist who was tweeting online about having a client who wanted them to turn her Labrador Retriever into a carpet. And so they did. And okay, we don't need to see that
What the hell
anymore.
is wrong with people? That honestly, that makes me want to cry every time. And I know,
The taxidermist said it wasn't just dogs. People asked her to do cats and guinea pigs and all other sorts of animals. And in fact, Rebecca Bretter, I said to her, can we use your dog? And oh, by the way, sorry, we're going to use this. She said one of her clients, she went to their house and they had their dog fully taxidermied in its, anyway. And she said, surprising. And so I don't know
can't
who
with
wants that. That's not something I would want to do.
it
It's
turns
clearly
my
not
stomach.
something
No,
you
but
would
it
wanna
turns
do.
my stomach in a way, and I wasn't even going to say this on here, but I will, because I tell you everything, I guess. Anybody who's been in the room to have to let go of their pet in that moment, that's what it feels like that deflated, sad moment where their soul has left their body, and you have to be there for your pet. That's part of being a dog owner, and I am the crazy dog lady, and I have been there a couple of times with my beloved pets, and that is to me an abomination. And when I rolled by it on social media, I was like, what the hell is wrong with people? And that's why we're doing it here.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I agree with you. I wouldn't do it.
No.
But I guess the people who do it are doing it for the reason that they believe it gives them comfort that they're keeping
I keep my dog's
a beloved
ashes.
animal
I got the
close to them.
ashes.
Yeah, that
I'm going
makes
to keep the
a
ashes,
lot more
sprinkle them in
sense.
the yard.
Can we talk about Rod Stewart?
Okay.
Because you've been like sort of
First,
teasing throughout the
Rod.
show that you have a great Rod Stewart story. The reason we're talking about Rod Stewart is because the great Rod Stewart, Sir Rod Stewart,
Yes.
has been feted because he's supporting this Ukrainian
Look at that
family and their
beauty.
children.
Yeah.
He's paying the rent and all the bills for them to live in a UK property for
Yeah,
a
he is.
year.
I love this.
He said he wants to use his power as a knight to help other people.
Sir
And he
Rod.
hasn't just done that. He's hired 3 trucks full of supplies for refugees, had them driven to Ukraine, and then used those same vehicles to transport 16 people back to safety in Berlin.
I can tell you with 100% certainty, I was the personal assistant for Rod Stewart back in 1990. And she
that
was
Rod's former
Rod's
wife?
ex-wife, so 2 children with Rod Stewart. And I had to drop the kids, Kimberly and Sean, off at Rod's, and Dad was ready to do crafts in the kitchen with these kids. It was amazing. He's a hands-on dad, and he's like, Sean said, "Can I show Jody around the house?" And he said, "Sure." Hey, Jody, how's it going? And next thing you know, I'm standing in Rod Stewart's bedroom looking around like, wow.
Did it
was
have
fabulous.
a mirror above the bed?
No, it was like a concave kind of cave, and it had shards of mirrors. There was like 100
so it was
Rod
a
Stewarts.
little
It was
bit
outstanding. There's the proof that I
strange
stood in
and
your bedroom,
sexy.
sir. I did.
Great concert, by the way. I went to a Rod Stewart concert, best concert I've ever seen.
Thank
I
the
never
people.
thought it would be.
Thank the people. Derek Wong, Nina Savage, Handsome
Brad
Brad.
McLeod, thank
you for watching.
We'll see you next week.
There's our people.
Bye.
Twist Fashions, Lord Shoes. We are a podcast. Steel and Mans, everywhere you get your podcasts.